Hey, various middle school students. I'm here today reporting to you from the home of the Amateur Jousting Club, which, if you didn't know, is actually the state sport of Maryland. It's jousting, not lacrosse, not anything like that. Jousting. People knocking each other off of a horse with a big stick. That's our state sport. It's interesting. But here I am at the official home, which is at, as you can see, the Percy Lee Dairy Farm Foundation. Or actually, you can see the ruins of the old, that's my bald head right there. You can see the ruins of the dairy farm right there, and it is located in Jericho Mill. I made a mistake. We all make mistakes. I meant to say Jerusalem Mill, not Jericho Mill. Here in Maryland, and right in our own Harford County. All right? And I'm excited to be here today because I love history. I love looking at history, and what we're going to do today is actually take a closer look at something just down the street. I specifically want to talk today about what's behind me here. The Jericho Covered Bridge, one of the few bridges left. Another mistake. I obviously meant to say one of the last few covered bridges, not just bridges. That wouldn't make sense. There's a gajillion bridges in Maryland. Left in Maryland. It was built in 1865, okay? It covers Little Gunpowder Falls Creek, and it is about 88 feet long. Now, there are some rumors to the bridge, and I want to talk about them today because, well, it's October. It's time for spooky things. It's October, so let's talk about some of the spooky stuff. Inside the bridge, right now, it's the morning. It's beautiful, it's calm, it's peaceful. The sound of water flowing underneath me, just under the wooden slats as I walk across this bridge, is actually quite peaceful. But some say at night, and there's conflicting stories as to which ghost story is true, that as you drive through, cars sometimes stall out at night, their lights turn off and they're stuck in the bridge, and above them, through their windshield or through their rearview mirrors, they see the feet of ghosts hanging from the rafters. Now, depending on the story, there's tons of different versions of it. One of it being that there are Confederate soldiers, the ghosts of Confederate soldiers, or the ghosts of slaves from Maryland, or they are the ghosts of teenagers. But I don't think ghosts are real. But I love reading ghost stories. They're fun. They're spooky. And it's October. This is the best time to get into them. So let's take a look at some selections that are spooky ooky. I'm going to continue using books that you have access through with our online library called Sora. I either gave an in-person lesson to explain how to access this library to your English class, or I gave your teachers a video and instructions in a PDF of how to access the Sora library. So today I'm going to talk to you. We're going to look at the spooky stuff, right? It's October. Let's get the spooky stuff on. And we're going to talk about The Forgotten Girl, which is a book, not terribly long, but a great little read about two children, Daniel and Iris, who go out one night during the first snow of the year, and they're throwing snowballs at each other, and Iris lays down and makes a snow angel. Now she's making the snow angel. She becomes aware of the fact that where she is making the snow angel, she is doing it, in fact, on top of an old grave. There's a headstone there with the name of a girl named Avery, and she died at the age of 12, the same age as Daniel and Iris. And after this moment, this time of making that snow angel on top of the grave, they become haunted by this ghost, and it is through this haunting that they learn of a very dark time in their history, and all too recent history, dealing with both schools and cemeteries. So if you want a book that combines spookiness, that ghost story angle, with a little bit of historical fiction and intrigue, I highly recommend this book. I think you'll enjoy it.